you always want to think about what are they doing. Okay, what are they doing out there? And it happens to be I have my whiteboard out back behind me, so I'll just write this up here. Starts with they, meaning the masses, the mediocrity out there. And I hope you're not offended by that, but this is an incredibly mediocre industry, right? Like if you're anything like me, you went through very little effort to get licensed. And we could have a long discussion about all of the issues around that, just all the way down from NAR to where we're at in our respective local markets. But that's also the opportunity. The opportunity is that they all sound the same. They're all doing and regurgitating the same buzzwords. So there's an issue around that. Whatever aspect of your marketing you're trying to hone in, think about crafting your message in regards to something like Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller. Here's what they do. Here's what we see in the marketplace. Here's what's common. Here's what you typically will see out there. And there's something they all do. And what they all do naturally has, I don't even know if you can see this behind me, but what they all do naturally has pain points. There's pain points associated. Okay, this could be as simple as, Mr. Seller, they all try to run their own paperwork, right? Like what's common is, when it comes to the transaction, even something as simple as that, they all try to run their own paperwork. They're also trying to show buyers homes, list houses, run here, run there, answer the phones, are doing too much. That creates issues around leads that are, opportunities that are sitting around, offers that aren't responded to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's pain points, right? Buyers, how do they all find homes right now? Well, they basically just see email alerts and go to open houses and see what pops up on Zillow, and they're all looking at the same darn things, which means that no one has an advantage. So for your farming or any other part of your marketing, think about what all the agents in your market are doing in respect to whatever part you're trying to solve in the business and the pain points associated, which then leads to your solution. It's always good to name it. And if you can, trademark it. Okay? Name it and trademark it. So now you're having a discussion with sellers and you start weaving this trademark into your marketing message. Here's what we see out there and the issues around it. Here's all the problems we see with what's typically delivered, Mr. Seller, in the marketplace. And because of that, we've developed this process, this system named, we have a trademark, the 5-Day Blitz. We've developed our trademarked process. Just the fact that it's trademarked, which by the way isn't very hard to do, makes you already look different, because what agent has a trademark? No one, right? Developed called the 5-Day Blitz, and here's what it looks like. Point, 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 which attacks these pain points and solves them. And because of that, you know how most agents will present with their, now you can brag, okay? Most agents will present with, well, really, let's call this proof. Most agents' presentations will begin with, Mr. Seller, let me tell you about us. We've won this award. We're the #1 here. We're the number one. Our brokerage is the best, blah, 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 blah. They're bored to death. They're flipping through some book. Okay, now let's talk about what you actually brought me here for. No one cares. They do, however, care if it sounds something like this. Here's what we see out there, and the pain around it is what we have experienced. Hey, you become humble. In fact, I used to do that too. I came into the business. I didn't really know what to do. I actually did that for 8 years. And so here's the pain that's created. I know because I experienced it. This is the pain created in the marketplace because of what's traditionally done. And finally, I developed this system called this trademarked word. And here's what it looks like. Step 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, which systematically solves the pain. And because of that, Mr. Seller, is the reason that we've been recognized by the Wall Street Journal among the top 150 teams in the country. And because of that's why we're in the top 1% of our local marketplace. And because of that's why our average list to sales price ratio exceeds the market average by over 2%, netting you more money. And you get that? That's where the brag belongs. That's where the proof goes. So this is how you conceptualize your message, your buyer presentation, your listing presentation. This is how you conceptualize everything, and when you name and trademark it, it starts to give your business an identity.